Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming in. I am Turtle, pronouns are she, her, broadcasting to you from your local pond. Before we get started, I'd like to establish some rules. Chat will be kept English only for the purposes of moderation and conversation. This waterway is for creatures 18 and older. I know I look like just a cute little thing, but this cute little thing is an adult in an adult space, so if you're under 18, now is the time to swim away. There is no backseating the streamer or her guests. I don't know how to drive, and I'm not sure whose vehicle you've gotten into. Good luck! If you are belligerent or otherwise unpleasant to the streamer or members of chat, you will be removed from the pond at the discretion of the reptile. If shit sucks, hit the bricks. If you sucks, I hit you with bricks. Now with those out of the way, let us get started. How's everyone doing? I don't expect to have any guests today. I do expect to raid into April later, though. So that'll be fun. I'm also leaving my... trying to play Hollow Knight like our mouse. Well, Mintmod's been playing Hollow Knight for like a while. So she has experience. But yeah, I'm gonna leave my so the way I have it set up is I have Stream Manager on my phone, and so I'm just listening to myself slightly delayed in that stream to like monitor volumes, and I'm gonna monitor my volumes a little longer than I did last time, because last time April was quiet for a long time. I do appreciate that, Pio, but I'm also very picky about like how leveling is in other, like when I'm listening to streams, so I'd like to put things the way I like them to be. And because it's Dishonored, there's gonna be voices. This is a voiced game, thank God. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to make them somewhat level with my voice. Dishonored has weird audio anyway. Yeah. Alright, speaking of, let's go to that screen. You may notice some changes from our regular game time screen. Some of you might remember Val, Breakbeat Bun. April has raided them a couple of times. They helped me in their own Discord with figuring out how this game could be captured without encoding overloads, and literally all I had to do after 3 hours of playtesting and getting encoder overloads was go into an NVIDIA window I didn't know existed and forcibly capping it at 30 frames per second, because this game is like 13 or 14 years old and does not have a setting on its own for frame rate. It doesn't have most settings. You can turn rat shadows off. You can put, like, textures, normal or high. And you can turn off light beams. And that's kind of all you can do, which is really funny. So, because they helped me so nicely, I made a little banner for that, because Val is awesome, and you should all check them out. Alright. Time to press any key. And we're gonna hit new game. Because it's a new game. And we're gonna look at this very cute art of the person we're playing as, because we really don't see him, like, ever. And we're gonna be normal. And I've already done that. And it doesn't matter that I'm overwriting previous saves. Returning home. I know his hands very intimately, though. Yeah. You have just returned from a journey of several months visiting the other natures in the Empire to ask for aid in dealing with the rat plague. You must deliver their diplomatic response to the Empress, whom you serve as Lord Protector. Alright, gamers, volumes are either going to be fine or loud as fuck. Get ready.
Corvo, if only there was someone else I trusted to send, so that you could remain near. But there is no one else. And the Spy Master was right to insist that I send you.
Oh, that skipped the cutscene. I wanted to go into options. 'Cause I couldn't hear that at all. Hold on. Game capture. Up. Because for me, that's kind of loud, so I don't want to turn it up on my end, but I can turn up the game capture.
Cast off line! Casting off. We're away. Take us straight to Dunwall Tower. Lord Corvo has news for the Empress, and we've come a long way. A long way to bring
Okay, that's like nothing.
The sailors say there's a curse on us. Black magic. Superstition. For all we know, there's a cure for the plague by now. Maybe. We live in strange times.
Sorry, gentlemen, we need to figure this out. Not 100.
Sending the Empress's bodyguard away for a couple of months. That's unusual. Well, this was important. We need help with the rat plague.
Okay, now I'm gonna talk for a little bit.
We're going up. Lock and seal. Ready.
Okay, they're like a little bit quieter than me.
And she's rising.
Pia, what do you think about this?
Steady pressure. And stop. Shut her down. The Empress will be waiting for your news, Corvo.
Yes, she will.
Fair voyage, sir?
Okay. Time to put my actual laptop earbud
You know what
in
to do
again.
next time?
Yes, yes. The pressure was too low. All these new machines are touchy. Welcome back, Lord Protector.
Yay! Everyone love me.
There he is. Good voyage, sir? Hello, sir.
I'm testing the sound effect volume. Okay.
Her Majesty is waiting in the pavilion.
Corvo, you're back!
The baby!
Will you tell me about your trip, please? Were there any whales? Wait! Let's play hide and seek first. I'll cover my eyes and you hide. You have time? Mother's busy talking to that nasty old spy master.
We have
Okay,
to
here we
play
go.
hide and seek. It is a crime to not play hide and
with me.
seek.
Indeed.
Did you see any monsters?
Don't
while traveling
worry
to the
about
other
the fact
islands?
that
Nanny
Sprint
says the big ocean's
is
full of them.
on
But
caps
I
lock.
think she only says that to scare me.
You're so right for that.
Let's see if you're still good at this. I'll hide my eyes and count, and at the end of the countdown, I'll try and find you.
Yay!
Okay, I'm going to count to 10. Find a place to hide.
Yay!
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here I come. Here?
By all means, the fact that I can see her should mean that she can see me.
Okay, you win. We should go now,
Yay!
so Mother can see
Yay!
you too.
Yay! 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 Jump and crouch.
Later, will you give me more climbing lessons? Someday I'm going to climb up to the roof.
Girl, that is so unsafe. You are your mother's only heir.
While you were gone, Mother seemed very sad. I think she missed you.
Yay! My not wife misses me.
The Lord Spy Master is with her, but she said to show you right in.
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Stop moving, Campbell. And you, Corvo, welcome back. From wherever you've been. They sent him all around the Isles to beg for aid. A waste of time. My elixir will banish the plague from this city. Now keep still a moment, High Overseer Campbell.
I'm not so sure that painting looks like Campbell.
I mean, it's a little blown out, but it does.
You saw my improvements to the waterlock.
Sure.
This painting, I insult my own genius. I'm sure the Empress is eager to see you. Eh, Corvo?
I'm going to fuck my wife tonight.
Corvo, please. I can't see him. It was a fool's errand, Corvo. The plague comes from inside us. We must all strengthen our faith. High Overseer, I must
Oh,
ask you to hold
right.
your
You're
pose.
the Catholic guy.
No foreigner can save us from the consequences of our corrupt society. No fancy elixirs either.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, to every man his choice, to every man his fate. Say what you will. This plague has brought the faithful to our doors.
Yeah, fear does a lot of things for the church.
Say what you will.
Okay.
This plague has brought the faithful to our doors.
What will I do
She'll
now?
see you at once.
They're sick people, not criminals.
We've gone beyond that question, Your Majesty.
They're my citizens, and we will save them from the plague if we can. All of them.
Very well.
We will not speak of this again.
Mother, Corvo is back.
Thank you, Emily. Leave us, please.
As you wish, Your Majesty. Corvo. 2 days early. Full of surprises, as usual.
Which could mean nothing.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Yes, of course.
Follow me, Captain. We should leave them alone.
Which also could mean nothing.
It's a fair wind that brings you home to me.
Yay!
What news have you brought?
Bad news, unfortunately.
I hoped that one of the other cities had dealt with this before. Knew of some cure. This news is very bad. We're at the breaking
She's just
point.
like me for real.
Cowards. They're going to blockade us. They'll wait to see if the plague turns the city into a graveyard.
Are you okay, Mother? You seem sad.
Yes, don't worry, darling. Mother is fine. Wait, where are the guards? Who sent them away?
Oh, you know, the Spy Master.
What are they doing on the rooftop?
Oh, they're just
Come
playing.
here.
Nothing.
Look out! Another one! Corvo, thank
Gamers,
you.
I know how to
If
block.
you hadn't been here... No more! Not again!
Mommy!
No!
But I can't block
Get away
magic.
from her. Corvo!
Yet, why did you have to slap her? That's so disrespectful to women.
Corvo, it's all coming apart. Find Emily. Protect her. You're the only one. You'll know what to do. Won't you? Corvo.
I love the boots that just spawned in.
Ward us all. Look at what he's done.
Yes,
Normal thing to
he's
say.
killed the Empress. What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
Her own bodyguard. Ironic.
I'll see you beheaded for this, Corvo. Take him.
Blocking is a critical part of combat. Don't you worry. I put it on a button I can reach. 6 months have passed since you were accused by the royal spy master of murdering the Empress and conspiring to abduct her daughter Emily, the royal heir. Now locked away in Coldridge Prison, the time of your execution draws near. Wild that this took 6 months. Wild that it took them 6 months to get this guy executed. I don't think I blocked once in this game. Yeah, they put it on fucking V or something.
This is your final chance, Corvo. Sign the confession and let me give you the rights to put your spirit at ease.
That's enough for now. Get out. Let's give the man some time to think. Corvo, the Empress is dead. Her daughter Emily is hidden away, and no one will ever know the truth.
Yes, unlucky you. Tomorrow you'll be executed, but it's for a good cause. This country needs strong leadership now, someone to guide the weak. And that's where we come in.
There was nothing personal in this, even though you almost sank our plans. But it turned out well. You were in the wrong place at the right time. And someone has to take the fall. Goodbye, Corvo. Guards! Take him back to his cell.
You should eat, Corvo. This meal comes from a friend.
Oh my god, I muted so that I could drink water without making noise. So this says a little fire that warms is better than a big fire that burns. And basically, what I was complaining about is that, like, what the fuck was there? Yes, hello, the Animal Master Killer. Soon. However, what the hell was their plan? If Corvo wasn't supposed to be there, because was someone else supposed to take the fall? Or was no one supposed to take the fall? And they were just gonna, like, pretend to search for this mysterious killer and kidnapper. Like, they might be stupid. Anyway, time for food. Oh my god, anonymous message. But the thing is, they can't have been planning to blame it on Corvo always, because Corvo was home early. They planned to kill the Empress then, or else it wouldn't have happened.
Please, not now.
Because him being there was a surprise, but everything else was planned. Anyway, Corvo, who we are is irrelevant right now. Just know that we have faith in you. Here's the key to your cell. Once you're out, head for the prison's interrogation room. Take the explosive there and plant it on the outer door. When the bomb goes off, run. Make for the river and lose yourself in the sewers. You'll find some useful gear stashed there. One of the prison guards will leave a weapon just outside your cell, and good luck. We need you alive and well for what's to come. A friend! Gamers. We begin killing.
So many people are coming to the execution tomorrow. Donna Corvo, the one who killed the Empress and abducted her daughter, Emily.
Hey.
Attention. The solitary wing is off limits to maintenance unless accompanied by an officer of the watch. Escort through the solitary wing
Don't mind me.
scheduled in advance with 1 week's notice.
Fall apart. We'll get him. There's 2 of us. Someone help me out!
Damn.
Attention. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the
I should maybe put
to the event and approved
sprint on something else, but my mouse only has so many keys. So if you couldn't tell, we're going for a chaos run. I've said this multiple times, but I already did Ghost Clean Hands back when I didn't have a mouse that was good, because I couldn't do combat. Does the chaos run include eating the rats? We'll see. I can't remember if rats give you health or mana. And I'm also gonna finally stop listening to myself slightly delayed. There we go. We can eat rats? Yeah. Oh, was that a joke? Yeah, you can eat rats. It's like, I think it's a bone charm. Duty officers report Corvo's interrogation. Corvo Atano, formerly the Royal Protector, will be brought in for interrogation. This is of utmost importance. The Lord Regent and High Overseer Campbell will conduct the questioning themselves. Follow their orders without hesitation and keep the torture under control. If Corvo dies in his hands, instead of getting the public execution the Lord Regent wants, it'll be your head that rolls next. What a healthy work environment.
Corvo's unconscious again, though he's taken more punishment than the 2 men we brought in for interrogation. When he wakes, we'll start again. Having him sign the confession for her murder isn't critical, but it might be useful to us later. The assassination is not a trivial matter.
Excerpt from a book on the esoteric practices of the Abbey. Once a child shows the proper inclination, he is marked. Overseers are assigned to study the subject surreptitiously in order to determine whether this inclination is supported by cosmological conditions and other signs ongoing throughout the year. At the end of the cycle, those befitting further testing are removed from their homes some hours before dawn and must begin the march to an outpost outside the city. There, the children undergo ritual preparation and evaluation until the last night of the month of rain, when they make a pilgrimage to White Cliff. During an elaborate ceremony, it is determined which of the children will become overseers and which must be put down. Normal for churches. They did.
Attention. Here you are. Tomorrow's execution will be restricted to the personnel assigned to the event and approved
LOL.
dignitaries only.
Huh? Oh, this door's open. Yeah, counterattack.
Take out his legs.
You're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna kill you. Hello. I too would seek otherworldly gods. Yeah. My health is full. All right. Whee! So I've done this opening section like maybe 15 times in the past week due to problem solving. Yeah, well, it took me 3 hours to figure out how to not drop
How many
frames.
people did he kill on his way out of the prison? I guess if you'll kill the Empress, you don't care about a few guards.
Corvo, if you're reading this, it means our plan worked and you've broken free from Cold Ridge. One of our contacts has hidden weapons for you somewhere deeper in the sewers. Grab the gear and find Samuel where these tunnels dump out into the river. He will bring you to us. A friend who will meet you soon.
Shut up. Look at this stuff. Somebody's been down here.
Bottle Street gang, maybe. Watch for booby traps. Could be some down here by the look of it.
Good. If we're lucky, one of them will get Corvo.
You're afraid of him? He's Sir Conan. It's all merchants and whores down there.
Kids like you never saw what he was like. I saw him fight 3 to 1 in the practice yard. He's a whirlwind.
I hope it's me that finds him.
I hope it is too.
Well, don't worry, you're about to find a lot of rats. So this is what rats do. Surely we won't have to worry about that. This is enrichment for them. Uh-oh. I think we're gonna have to worry about it soon. Time to swim through the sewers. Aw. They're cuddling. Amanda and I only had enough coin to buy half the elixir we needed. Even that's all gone now, and there's nothing to do but wait. We're very sick, and there's no place above to hide from the city watch. They're breaking into houses all over our district. So we'll stay here and share the last hours together. Our fire will keep the rats away, but they'll inherit the city. Damien. Yikes. Coins! My favorite. Is anything in here? I don't know if I ever checked back here. No? Okay. Well, we don't have to worry about swimming rats. At least as far as I remember. Okay, that's just food. I'm already fed.
Aren't we supposed to load the bodies in the carts headed to the flooded district?
Yeah, screw that. That's too far. I don't want to catch the flag, do you? No.
Doesn't the elixir prevent it?
Maybe. Either way, let's just dump them down there. Let the rats eat.
Tactical corpse usage.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. The assassin Corvo, responsible for the murder of our fair empress and the disappearance of Lady Emily, heir to the throne, has temporarily escaped state custody.
Ha, temporarily.
Officers of the state are dead by his hand. He is to be captured or killed at any cost.
No. Ah, yes. Yay. Hashtag disarm my launchers. Hashtag banging my head on pipes. Sorry. Boop, boop. Okay. Is anything over here? No, it's just a... Yeah, okay. There's nooks and crannies. I gotta explore. See my tripwire. Greetings, Corvo. Or should I say Lord Protector, as you were known before that title was wrongfully taken from you. We are servants of the Empire and of the true Empress, a group of loyalists who want English muffin type sewer. Oh, nooks and crannies, yes. A group of loyalists who want very much to meet you. Take these weapons crafted for you from of the finest materials in the Isles and meet with our man Samuel near where these tunnels spill into the Wrenhaven River. All haste and luck, we share a common purpose. Hell yeah. My coins. Oops. Nope. I hit jump. I hit jump instead of crouch. Jelly, in case you're too daft to remember, look to your whiskey for the answer. Whiskey. Got it? If you want your share, you'll sort it out. If not, come back for it next month. Alright. What? 451. Ugh. Yay! My stealing! And this one still has an incendiary bolt, even though it used it.
He won't get past me, sir.
Do you know who we're hunting here? Don't try to take him out alone.
But what if no one from the squad is around?
Then try to make a lot of noise when you die. Knock something over if you can.
Bastard. I know
Oops.
something's up.
Gotcha now.
What do you mean? This went better other times. Hello? No one's coming to help you. I'm gonna eat your rats.
What the void was... Someone help me out!
Eight men on.
Hit him! Where'd it go?
That's a great question. Where do you go? There you are. How did that hit? How are you hitting me from further away than your sword is long? It's quite rude. Just a little dip. Yeah, magic sword. Basically. My sword has an AoE. Dead Hermit's note. It's here by the Wrenhaven I'll make my last home. It stinks to the void, but my grandmom's hagfish stew will drive the odor away. I remember sailing out on this river to that great ocean, that vast blinding light and blue water. I was a tender 15 and our nets were always full to bursting. The old days, before everything went to shit. Anyway it goes, it's either the boots of the watch against my skull, or the teeth of the rats on my bones, or the trembles of the plague all over my skin. Don't matter none to me. Drinky from the sink. mouse. Mint mouse. Yay. Yay. My mouse. Is there shit in the trash? I keep forgetting. Yeah, there's shit in the trash.
Corvo, over here. Quickly, I'm a friend. I'm Samuel, and I work for some good people who want very much to meet you. They said you'd come out here, but I can still hardly believe it. I'll take you to meet them. Just down the river from here.
Hostiles killed 17. High chaos. What do you mean I missed coins? Fuck. Shit. Damn. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the Loyalists' inner circle to learn what they've got in mind.
This is the Hound Pit's pub. Closed for business. Half the district marked off as dead from the plague. We're right under the Lord Regent's nose, and he don't know a thing.
I love how brown the water is here.
Of course, if anyone finds out what we're up to, the Watch will break in with swords drawn. And now that you've escaped, the Lord Regent's going to be tearing the city apart. I'll take you up to meet Admiral Havelock and the rest of the Loyalists. The Admiral's a man to be reckoned with. If anyone can help you find that missing girl, Lady Emily, and clear your name, he can.
But before we do that, I'm gonna skitter around a little bit, okay? Whee! Listen, Corvo's been cooped up for 6 months. Let him stretch his legs and have fun. Whee! 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 Let me up. Uppies. Uppies.
Attention all citizens.
Please?
Curfew
Yes!
from sundown to sunrise unless you are otherwise authorized. Violators will be subject to interrogation and detained when necessary. Remember, the boldest measures are the safest.
I can just get in here? Oh, that's really funny. That's really funny. Huh. But I'm gonna surprise the fuck out of them by coming to see them from inside the bar.
So it's starting at last, Admiral. We've found our man. Even after 6 months in Cold Ridge Prison, he slipped out like it was nothing.
Yes. Not surprising. He was the personal bodyguard of the Empress. You've heard the stories.
Yes, I have. It still amazes me that someone could get to the Empress and young Lady Emily.
No one knows the real story, Trevor. We all have our suspicions. We'll know the truth in time.
He's strong and quick. But I hope he understands subtlety as well.
This isn't one of the fancy dress parties. The reality is that we need men killed. Have you ever killed a man?
Only with my wit. But it's a fair point, as always. He'll be here soon, and I'm looking forward to meeting him.
We can continue this later, Lord Pendleton.
Damn.
The man of the hour is here. Corvo, I'm Admiral Havelock. A true servant of the Empire, like you. Until the Lord Regent purged those of us who wouldn't recognize his claim on the throne.
And I'm Lord Trevor Pendleton. I represent the nobility in our little group. But we all act as equals here at the Hound Pits pub.
This is a momentous occasion, Corvo. I'm going to come out with it. We've been building a coalition of loyalists, aimed at ending the Lord Regent's tyranny and restoring the throne.
At risk of execution, we're committed to finding young Lady Emily and seeing her crowned as Empress.
We've got big plans, but we can't do any of it without you. We need your skills, your ability in a fight, and in helping us, we're going to help you destroy the men who murdered the Empress.
Sorry, you must be exhausted. We can discuss this further after you've recovered. But before you retire, you should introduce yourself to Piero. He's challenging at times, but his industrious mind buys him that right.
Yes, Piero's as much an artist as a technician. He's going to be crafting the gear you'll need. Go talk to him, and then get some sleep. We can talk more when you've rested.
Okay, yay! I think I'm gonna do that, and then put... Actually, no, I can't put Corvo to bed. I'm gonna talk to Piero.
I'll be crafting your weapons and gear. All custom work. For you, I will create the tools of a master assassin.
Yay! And then we're gonna go BRB, because I have laundry in the machines.
Upstairs, please, while I hold this into place. Be careful. The oil's unstable. When it explodes, there is a terrible mess.
Oh, I forgot there was so much lore in here. Okay. We're gonna get our funny mask. And then it's time for laundry.
Perfect. Now plug it in.
And then we will read lore.
Just get it near the receptacle. Perfect. Thank you, Cole. Here, see? The assassin's mask. You're a wanted man, so everyone in the city knows your face. But this mask will mean terror to them. If you just hold still, the fit must be precise. There. Can you see normally? Some lens out of alignment. There. Better now? I could create more for you. Upgrades for your gear, weapons, munitions. But our situation here is desperate. Scavenge the city for valuables and I will resell them on the black market. That should give us the money to craft the things you need. Tell me what I can make for you.
All right.
You must be exhausted. I advise that you get some sleep. Your life will get even more difficult soon.
Oh, it sure will.
Very well. You know best. Let me know if you need anything more.
Alright, gamers. It's laundry time. We returned from laundry. Resume. Okay. Yay, my toy. All right. A second solution. Excerpt from a series of newspaper articles from prominent natural philosophers by Piero Joplin. Pio started a load of laundry. It's a good day for laundry. It is through no fault of my own that the average citizen has expressed a preference for Sokolov's elixir over my own formula, sold as Piero's remedy, a name I did not choose, if you must know the truth. The public has spoken its usual message of idiocy, spending their coin as a means of selecting Sokolov's formula over mine, which I believe to be equal, if not superior. Much has been made over the popularity of these concoctions as a means of resisting this remarkable new plague. Why is that? Okay. Hold on. But why? Ban. There we go. Okay. Jesus. Okay, now how do I get out of this that I've done? Hold on. Okay, there we go. For some reason I had to do that with my computer and it didn't come up in AutoMod queue. It's usually the other way around. Anyway, I say remarkable because this strain works with an efficiency we have not seen in the history of the Empire. This plague, now making its way through the city of Dunwall, is unrivaled in its effectiveness. I have studied it within the blood of those so afflicted, and it's nearly perfect. Elegant, in fact. And while it is true that Pierre's remedy and Sokolov's elixir are known to protect the body against the plague equally, my own has properties, not fully understood, which relate to the mind itself and the spirit. Okay. And it is in this way that my formula wins out. Here is where one should pay attention to this contest. For you see, Sokolov's elixir, with its emphasis on the brute animal body, is a crass goo better suited for livestock. The subtle and secret variance in the key ingredients making up Piero's remedy ensure that it works on the higher functions that separate humankind from the mindless blue-jawed hagfish swimming in the Wrenhaven River. Alright, dude. Sure. Piero's request is denied. Piero, no, I will not sign off on these purchases. A bag of powdered crystal? Tivian ore? What's wrong with the metals in the crystal? King sparrow feathers. If you need feathers, sacrifice your own pillow. Maybe at the academy, everything you needed was paid for by tariff and handed out willy-nilly. But this is my bar, or what's left of it, and we're operating on a budget. We're running low on oil, food, elixir, building materials, and everything else. So you've got to slow down. While I'm footing the bill, I will not approve your purchases unless they're absolutely required. No more copper wire or special herbs. If you need those things, go out and scavenge them. Half the city is in ruins, so no one is going to miss any of the odd crap you seem to need. Admiral Havelock. And I just steal it and put it in my private book. Okay. Oh, I can use grindstone? Cool. I'm just imagining Piero complaining to the other loyalists. Like, Corvo keeps coming into my workshop and fucking with my tools. Sokolov Technology in the New Age. Excerpt from a recent book detailing Sokolov's machines. One of the advantages of Sokolov's technologies is that they share the same magnetic socket for the tanks of processed whale oil they used as fuel. When a tank is exhausted, another can be plugged into place with ease, and the process is simple enough that any common workman or even the lower guardsman of the city watch can handle the task. This applies to the arc pylon and wall of light security systems, as well as the powered carriages used for transport by those few who are wealthy enough to afford them. Yo, they got cars with whale oil. The only obvious downside of Sokolov's designs is the volatility of the tanks themselves. A few incidents have occurred resulting in damage to property or bodily harm wherever one of the tanks has exploded. Okie dokie. Oh shit, Val is streaming. Speaking of that rabbit, I don't know how to do a shout-out command. Their ad is on screen. Oh, right. Fine. Chat is slightly cut off. Hold on. Yes. Little thing, little violence. Well, right now it's little... yeah, shut up. Yeah. Follow that one. Okay. Let me see. It worked. I love when I'm told to do something and it actually works. Anyway, dead counter responsibilities. Excerpt from a manual on new City Watch procedures. Commissioned by the Lord Regent in the face of the growing plague crisis, the dead counter is a position that will only be given to officers, usually of junior or middle grades. In most matters of edict or curfew enforcement, these officers will defer to the acting officer on duty. However, any dead counter will have command in situations related to the plague and the handling of the dead, including those with late-stage plague symptoms, called weepers in common parlance. Starting in the month of rain, interested officers may apply for the test and, if accepted, for the 2-week training tour. Pay will be administered in coin and rations of elixir at 1 1/2 normal pay grade. Failed experiments. Excerpt from a series of lectures on natural philosophy by Pierre Joplin. Of course I have attempted to improve on Sokolov's designs. Of course, and why not? After all, it's likely that his thinking was influenced in some small way by our time together at the Academy. We are all part of a community, striving to unknot the mysteries of the cosmos. Even those among us who possess the greatest minds are often led to a fruitful line of consideration by, how does one say it, our intellectual subordinates. Sokolov is no exception to this, despite the glamour of genius he has cast over the aristocracy. And further, it is true that many of my experiments have failed. No need to gossip about it behind my back in your social clubs and in the very chambers of the Academy itself. Great ambitions require risks. You may laugh now at my door to nowhere, but someday you will not. Your children will likely see it as commonly as you see the electric lamps lighting our streets at night. But a few short years ago, you would have laughed at Sokolov's arc pylon or wall of light. Your laughter, your condescending smiles, they are nothing but evidence of your own limited imagination. Oh, you're so normal. You're so normal, dude. Whale vivisection. Excerpt from the notes of a natural philosopher aboard a whaling ship. Remarkably, each specimen I had the pleasure of studying during the voyage possessed some minor variance in physiology. On the second leg of this trip, east of Tivia, the crew hauled aboard a female, some 42 feet in length. I estimate she weighed 35 tons, and the ship sat low, rocking side to side through the night with her thrashing. By candlelight, I took her apart, sketching and taking notes. Against her bellowing, I cut into the mass of tentacles around her mouth. Within, I found row upon row of teeth and baleen running along the upper jaw. Through this broom-like structure, I assumed she filtered food from the water that was too small to be chewed. Hey guys, I think their whales might be different than ours. I forgot about that. Whale oil processing. Excerpt from The Founder of the Greaves Whale House by Ebenezer Greaves. Out at sea, they secure the beast with hooks, with lines cast from the main ship and from several smaller boats. Buoys keep the whale from diving deep. Once it's caught, a larger hook is driven through the tail, which is used to hoist the creature up through the chute. They moan and bellow for some time as the men get them onto the deck, then lift them into the scaffolding overhead. The ship adjusts its prow and returns to port in Dunwall, where the crew works on the great creature, slicing off the fattiest parts while it still lives. Ugh. Whale oil refilling station. Sokolov no longer has the upper hand with regard to supplies of whale oil. The good admiral has paid for the installation of my own system, which will enable me to work in this place. The oil tank dispenser, when activated, will produce an empty vessel for filling. When the empty tank is held near the oil tank refill pump, the magnetic attractor should take the tank and lock it in the correct configuration. Using the lever will begin the refilling process. Once refilling is completed, the tank can be removed and placed in service. Extreme caution must be used in handling the full tanks. They are quite unstable. A surprise tool that will help us later. The system is sound and well engineered. It appears that the Greaves Oil Company has done something correctly for once. You're so rude.
The Academy teaches that absurd idea that the energy in whale oil arises from the need to maintain life functions at extreme ocean depths. The pressure and the cold are too much to endure without it. I speculate that a human being might, by a process of adaptation, produce high-energy humors in the body. I could build a tank that would slowly increase pressure on a subject over a long period of time, and then observe for years, if need be, to see if the formulation of energetic substances develop. Surely the Empress would be able to furnish me with facilities subject to the necessary legal amnesty.
My break with the Academy was explosive, for lack of a better word. I had to rebuild from scratch, but so much the better. I was sick of using tools made by lesser men.
You're fucked. Something weird is wrong with you. Maybe I am gonna make sprint be shift again.
Do not attempt to house or care for a friend or family member who shows signs of blood on their face and chest area. The only way to help them is to bring them to the City Watch. They will be taken to the flooded district for treatment.
Mm-hmm. Treatment. Sure. The flooded district where those guys were supposed to be taking all of the bodies. Yeah. Okay. Yay, getting treated. Totally. What's going on there?
Is the man dangerous?
Yes, very much so, but no need to fear. He is here to work with our masters.
People say he killed the Empress.
Of course he didn't. People are foolish and believe whatever they're told.
Okay. If the Admiral trusts him, then so will I.
Yeah, don't worry about the fact that I'm actively running around your building with my weapons out. It's fine. I'm not blinded by vengeance. It's okay. Coin. Time to go to bed. I'm sure nothing strange will happen. What do you mean somewhere else? Oh, never mind. I just woke up in my room. I think we need to go back to bed. I think we, uh-oh. Guys, something. Oh, I can still drink from the sink. Awesome. Well, I guess this place isn't that bad after all. Guys, I think the rats did something to the city.
Hello, Corvo. Your life has taken a turn, has it not? The Empress is dead. Her precious daughter Emily is lost somewhere in the city, and you will play a pivotal role in the days to come. For this, I have chosen you and drawn you into the void. I am the outsider, and this is my mark. There are forces in the world
Ow.
and beyond the world, great forces that men call magic. And now, these forces will serve your will. Use this newfound power, my gift to you. Come find me.
guys. It looks a bit like I cannot save her. Surely they're wrong. That can't be right. Yeah, we can fix her. It's okay. Ugh. Corvo, I'm very sad. They said that you're dead like mother, but I'm going to put this note in a bottle and throw it into the river because I do not believe them. Living here is very strange. I do not like it, so please come for me if you can. She's so 10. She's so 10 years old. It's great. Average police officer. Whee! Water doesn't normally do that. Oh, I thought I overshot it completely. Oh, that was scary. Oh.
In the days that follow, your trials will be great, Corvo. Seek the ancient runes bearing my mark in the lonely places of your world, and at shrines raised in my name. These runes will grant you powers beyond those of other men. To help you find these runes, I give you this, the heart of a living thing, molded by my hands.
Oh boy.
With this heart, you will hear many secrets, and it will guide you toward my runes, no matter how they may be hidden. Listen to the heart now, and find another rune.
Oh cool. I wonder where he got this heart from.
This place is the end of all things, and the beginning.
Isn't the heart, like, special? I don't know.
Time is meaningless here. Neither seconds, nor centuries.
I don't know. Voice sounds a little familiar. No one could know why. Just a tad. Might not mean anything. Oh, my box. Box for me. Yay.
Someday this place will devour all the lights in the sky.
Okay. Oh. There we go. All right.
The one who walks here is all things. Cradle songs of comfort in bones gnawed by teeth.
Okay. Eh. Where am I supposed to go? Okay. Come on, Corvo. I know I'm the one controlling you, but you know what I'm supposed to be doing.
This is the place from which those who dabble in the black arts draw their power. And this place is their doom.
Oh, I'm supposed to go down there. Okay. I did the thing I was supposed to do without knowing. Right.
I can feel a great age ending. This place is the end of all things. And the beginning.
Girl singing doom, doom, doom. Yay. Powers. Okay. Oh, there's gonna be so many new things that I can actually use this time. Dark vision. Yeah, I like dark vision.
How you use what I have given you falls upon you, as it has to the others before you. And now I return you to your world, but know that I will be watching with great interest.
Oh, he's into voyeurism. Okay. Hidden allies. Hidden in an old bar on the river, your new allies have plans to share with you. Meet with the Loyalists' inner circle to learn what they've got in mind. Remember, citizens, snitch on everyone. Bone charms. Oh, this is probably because I own the DLCs. I forgot about that. Journal of Granny Rags. Excerpt from the Excerpt from the ramblings of a street denizen. Of course I'll tell you, dearie. I won't keep any secrets from you in the end. All the dreary days of my life are like the windows of a house. From the kitchen I can see out into the garden where the leaves and stalks are brown and bug-eaten. You can see a little lump of dirt where something was wrapped in a blanket and laid to rest along the rows of trysting vines. The front room looks out into the street where the neighbors are all setting fire to their homes, barricading themselves inside. Warm and snug, dearie. Don't forget about the bedroom either. It sees into a dreary alley where hooligans are playing a game with an old man. The first two are hitting him with sticks, and the girl with them is kicking at his dry old ribs. Oh, to have those bones, to boil them in a pot. No one lives in my house any more, dearie. No one you'd want to meet. When I lived there with my husband, we were fine, fine people. Vermore, everyone would say. Your house is as grand as Boyle Manor. Better, even. Your dinners are lavish, and your parties are the best. When that young Sokolov came to paint my portrait, I was nearly still in my prime. Radiant, he said, and he was just barely a man, so young, painting all the best people across the land. Everyone wanted a portrait by his hand, all my friends. I was the only one, dearie, wet with his paint, glistening on the canvas for a pretty coin. But it wasn't all parties and paintings. My husband and I weren't always at home, no. We traveled together, he and I, to the far ends of the Isles, beyond even, all the way to the red cliffs of Pandysia, to dig in the rock and crawl through the caves, holding up candles and squinting at the walls. Many precious things we came upon, but none so precious as the boy with the black eyes, dearie. All those marks and bones carved so deep and polished so bright. I brought the old bones home, hid them from my dear husband. Then I learned to boil them and carve myself. They made such good presents, dearie. The little mute boy took them home. He loved them so. All the time he came back with the new bones for me, holding them up so I could see it in his eyes, even though his tongue was still. Granny, his eyes would say to me, carve these bones for me, make me another present. And he went so far, all the way to Dunwall Tower, the royal headsman himself now. My little mute boy and his shiny, shiny sword. Better bones were what I needed, you see. Better bones to carve and polish, scrape and gleam. My dear old husband was always tired. I made him soup, and then he was sick. Better bones was all. For my little mute boy carved in the name of the one with black eyes. And after my husband was gone, given away as birthday gifts, I didn't want to live there anymore. So now I'm old and don't have many to give my presents to. It's sifting through the garbage for granny rags and feeding little birdies that gather at my feet. No one wants to have tea, dearie, especially those rude louts on Bottle Street. Slackjaw and his boys always meddling with an old woman just trying to make her way. In the end we'll be together with him, you and me in the dreary night with stars above and below, and always the one with the black eyes, dearie. I've never done that voice before. That was easier than I thought it would be. Okay. Okay. Do you guys want me to read this, or do you want me to wait until I, do the DLCs to read this next one? Because I've been doing a lot of reading. Yeah, okay, please wait. Christ. Okay. Alright, we'll have 10,000 bone charms now. Hold on. Drop assassins give you health, swim speed, miss more, breaking glass, moderate keyhole peeping, shot whiskey bottles explode, blast resistant, win sword versus sword contests more frequently, power effect slightly improved. Right, white. Oh, it's only white rats can be consumed for mana. Okay. Well, we're gonna eat rats. We're gonna improve our power. And we're gonna improve our sword. And it would be nice if white rats didn't attack us, so that we could sneak up on them easier. It would be nice to be blast resistant. And hit less often. And sure, we can regen health from drop assassinations. Ooh. I'll have reason to explore all that later. I've done so much lore reading, we should actually do the game.
Should I clear space for Samuel then?
If you like, but he won't use it.
Why?
He can't sleep in regular beds anymore, or that's what he says. Says he was in the Navy too long. Can you believe it?
Oh.
That pile of wood out there? It's a hovel he built from an old rowboat. Where does Admiral Havelock find these people, I wonder?
Though, you know, around.
I had a sailor for a boyfriend once. He thought he'd strike gold digging in the Pandician cliffs. They found his ship drifting empty.
Okay. Thanks for
Good day, Master Corvo.
trauma dumping at me.
Lydia and I trade chores sometimes, and I'm starting to think I never come out ahead. She's a smart one.
I need to stop reading books. I need to stop reading books.
Corvo seems to have arrived in good shape. Much better than I expected, given what I've seen of Coleridge Prison. He seems willing to work with us, and he shouldn't lack for motivation. The man has lost everything. We'll judge how he performs in the field. And if I can, I'll find a way to test him personally.
Okay. Havelock Log Entry 1. It has been days since our men were dispatched to stash weapons for Corvo in the old sewer. They have not returned, so I can only hope that they succeeded in getting the packages delivered. Piero spent considerable time and resources making those things. If I could find a way to mass-produce them, the Dunwall Navy would secure its place as the dominant force on the globe. But back to Corvo. Can he actually break out of Coleridge? And if so, will he make his way here? I personally give him odds of 1 in 5. Wow, thank you for your vote of confidence, sir.
Well, let's get down to it. First off, I know that assassination is
I
dark
just
business.
woke up and you're
Sometimes,
drinking.
good men have to do bad things to make the world right. Our purpose is clear. We want to restore Her Majesty's line by finding and putting Emily Caldwin on the throne. To those ends, we'll hide, act in shadow, take them apart, piece by piece. Tonight, High Overseer Campbell dies by your hand. It won't be easy. He's protected by his overseers, an army of religious zealots. But if anyone can do it, you can. Your exploits are legendary. Campbell carries a private journal. Once you've eliminated him, get the journal, because we think it contains Emily's location. Recovering her is obviously critical, assuming she's alive. That's the gist of it. Remember our cause and strike true. We're counting on you. Another thing. Campbell is holding a former overseer by the name of Martin. He's one of us, and if you manage to find him, give him whatever help you can. He's a master strategist, and he got caught working for our cause. It'd be good to have him back here at the Hound Pits.
What can I do for you? What can I do for you?
Oh, Corvo? If you've a moment. Corvo. Hello. I'm Callista. I work here for Admiral Havelock. I'm sorry to intrude on your business, but this is important. I suspect you're going to kill the High Overseer. That wretched man. There's really no reason for you to listen to me. But my uncle, Jeff Kernow, still serves as captain in the City Watch. But he's a good man, and my only family. The chatter in servant circles is that Campbell just took delivery of an exotic poison. And I think I know why. My uncle's not corruptible like the rest of them. Campbell is going to poison my uncle. Do you think you could protect him? You used to do that, right? Before you had your current profession. Before you became an assassin.
Yeah, I know what I am. I may have muted myself to drink water again and forgotten to don't worry about it.
Ready to go? Just give the signal.
Yup. High Overseer Campbell leads the city's militant religious faction and is a close ally to the Lord Regent. Campbell is completely corrupt and holds the secret to Emily's location. Infiltrate the office of the High Overseer, steal Campbell's journal, and eliminate him. An ally to the Loyalists, Martin is being held there. Free him and allow him to escape. Alright, gamers. Time to kill.
It'll be a rough trip. Used to be to go straight up Clavering Boulevard, but now it's not so easy. Half the city's dead of the plague. The other half's fighting over what's left. City Watch still holds the bigger streets, and they've set up those wall of light checkpoints. A man walks through one of those, and he ends up burned to a crisp. Everything not controlled by the City Watch is gang territory. Then there are the real odd birds living on the fringes, like that Granny Rags. They say she's nuts. Don't know which is worse. You just take your pick.
Giant dragonfly. Okay.
Let's go. It's nearly midnight. But easy, damn it. Keep them in the...
Dearest Gwen, the city's going to burn. I've sold everything, so there's nothing for me here now except you. I'll wait for you where Clavering Boulevard crumbles into the river, where we used to meet. We'll take the money I've made and bribe our way onto a passing whale ship. I won't leave without you, and if you won't come, I'd rather eat rat food. Be rat food. Alright.
What is it?
I think that last one was moving.
What?
Yeah, the little one.
Not possible. I inspected them myself. Keep working.
LOL.
Call out if you see him.
All these rats crawling all over everything.
Help me find him. Run, little rat.
You won't stay hidden for long. I'll flush you out. I know you're somewhere around here.
How did it just me by?
You got lucky.
All the others down with the sickness.
Can't stay hidden forever.
Whoops. Alright. Yep. Uh-oh. Okay, this is funny. Hi. Goodbye. Let me loot you guys. Oh. You got back up. I didn't know they could do that. Huh. Da-da. Okay. Do I just... I have to do this from down, don't I? Yeah. Then up? Uppies? Oh. Chain uppies. Yeah, I also like how the rain effect is different with the mask on. Hi, Arthur. Death in the month of songs. She was shy in the month of hearts, hiding from my scented letters a sun-dappled cure for my loneliness. She was smiling in the month of rain, eating figs straight from the tree, a dream of sailing around the isles. She was wed in the month of clans, to her sailor cousin from Culero, a shrill bird drilling at my chest. She was dying in the month of songs, struck by a disease from the east, a terrible kiss on her distant lips. No. I love all the, like, little details that, like, tell us about the people living in the city and what they're dealing with and how they're dealing with it.
This is a special announcement from our Honorable Lord Regent. This is Lord Regent.
Sergeant Hayburn, all the Wall of Light components have been delivered to your station, and I expect it to be functional before midnight. You've also been provided with several spare whale oil tanks should the need arise. Last, it's come to my attention that various watchmen continue the adolescent practice known as rat burning. Remember, whale oil is not cheap. Please keep your men under control.
It is with regret that I announce that my term as Lord Regent has been extended through the month of harvest and potentially beyond. In addition, in this continuing crisis, the overseers of the Abbey of the Everyman remain in service to the state and are empowered to enforce order whenever and wherever necessary. We owe our thanks to High Overseer Campbell for the generous loan of their services.
Hey, don't you owe me a...
Oh, stupid goddamn Dublin son of dice.
Damn, bud, you're not gonna notice that? Okay. Oops.
What the fuck?
Don't worry about it. Anyway. Congrats on your laundry. I don't remember what's up with the spot.
Wait, did you touch the door handle to Dr. Galvani's lab?
Yeah, I think so.
Then you have to scrub. The rats get their vital essences everywhere, the doctor said.
Vital essences? Does that mean guts?
I think so. So your hands need scrubbing. They're unclean.
Unclean? That's nonsense. Can't we just...
No, I told you. With rubbing alcohol or white vinegar.
I don't really want to kill the servant staff.
Is this what it's going to be like when we're married? It is, isn't it?
I hope not. I'm telling you now, I don't have the endurance for it.
What happened? Whacked in the head?
Okay. You two can live to get married. Have a good nap with each other. Was there food over here I can eat? No. It's so funny that you can hear them snoring. Travel to Pendicia. The men I set out with are good sailors. No doubt half of them have cut their teeth on rascally pirate ships spawned in the Circonan archipelago. Or they were, I should say. Half of them died before we sighted the broken red cliffs welcoming those who would visit the far continent, as it's called. Sickness, infighting, poisoned by a school, or one would say a flock, of small fish that fly over the waves like birds, landing in the hundreds across the deck, pricking any they touched with toxic quills. 2 thrown overboard by gusting demon winds, the quiet Tivian navigator simply dead in his bunk, wrapped in his white furs, eyes wide with terror. Few have crossed the ocean in the distance to Pandyssia. Have crossed the ocean, and the distance to Pandyssia is greater than most would imagine. More died climbing the cliffs, and now with but a handful I stand looking across the greatest expanse of land that exists. My allies are frightened, for this is beyond them, and now their captain is dead too, stung by something that resembled a prairie mole, but reacted with great apoplectic outrage when handled. So it falls to me to lead them. Interesting. I'm pretty sure this level is mostly just like a world building and thievery. Or like this part of the level. Huh? I didn't know you could blow out candles. It's funny. Oh. 287. Okay. Write that in chat. 287.
Obviously, the plague rat is distinct from the ordinary rat, but in what respect? Its size and the coarseness of its fur. I believe in intelligence, although the experiments there are not complete. Coriander Zoological Survey describes only the ordinary rat, which means plague rats have only been here for 5 or 7 years at most. This was not a gradual migration. Would they have been introduced on purpose? Perhaps by a foreign power.
Used to be you'd go out with a bag, a stick with a nail on the end, and catch as many rats as you could in a night. City Watch paid by weight. My husband Benjamin and I mostly worked alone, and we got by. If we found a place where rats were real bad, sometimes we'd hire a crew of street brats to work with us, the younger ones who didn't make trouble. We'd pay them with bread and apple cider. Once the plague came, the rats were different. Meaner, bigger, and a little quicker. You had to watch yourself. If you got cornered, they'd turn and the swarm would come back at you. I barely got away with my skin a few times down in the sewers. The bites hurt afterward, but it was the sounds they made that stayed in your dreams at night. It got more dangerous and the City Watch started paying better, but that didn't last long because after a while too many people had been stripped clean trying to fill up a bag. One slip and they'd be all over you, gnawing and trying to chew down to the bone. That's how I lost my poor Benji. So the rats are a bit worse than usual. Oh, no, I want to stay.
like someone else.
Alright, well this is where the safe was, and we found what I believe to be the safe combination. No, no. Yay! Nice. I'm gonna save. Oh.
Someone help me out! He's up here! Watch it!
Oh, that was interesting physics on the stairs.
They are burning whales.
Yeah.
The doom of Pandysia has come to the city.
Oh.
The river rushed in when the barrier broke. The whole district went dark. I will be glad to rest.
Customs and food of Morley. Morlaix. Born and raised in Crystal, I spent my formative years in our smaller cities before settling in the magnificent Dunwall. There, in the capital city, I learned to appreciate the finer things. When the opportunity arose to document my travels to Serkonos, Tivia, and finally Morley, I left my position as a clerk for the late Lord Estermont. Perhaps like so many in Dunwall, I suffer from being excessively cultured, but I found Morley disappointing. Over the course of this journal, I will explain why I found the Festival of Churners to be tiresome, despite the high banners, bare feet, and red robes, and why their renowned jellied ox tongue is something I will be struggling to forget for many years to come. I mean,
At the Academy, they cut the flesh of the dead and trap the lightning from the sky.
Feeding log. 4th day, month of wind, assorted human remains, strong appetite. 10th day of month of wind, 1 bag, Tivian pears, bruised, rotted, rats uninterested. 11th day, 1 tin potted whale meat, eaten. 13th day, human torso, no trouble finding corpse parts. 17th day, no feeding, aggression increased, incident of cannibalism. 20th day, incident with previous maidservant, will withhold feeding until 1st day, month of darkness. Okay. I'm pretty sure I can kill rat swarms till they are gone. 'Cause you're dead, sweetheart.
The great ships have stopped bringing their hulls.
Oops. That's it? Okay, I thought there'd be something more interesting in here. Restrict the restless hands, which quickly becomes the workmates of the outsider. Unfettered by honest labor, they rush to sordid gain, vain pursuits, and deeds of violence. Of what value are the hands that steal and kill and destroy? Instead, put your hands to the plow, the fork, and the spade, for even the lowliest labor that is rigorous squeezes the muscles as a sponge, rinsing impurities from the mind and body. Oh, so they're like a little bit Puritan with it. Okay. Much of the public still harbors false beliefs related to the plague. It is not true that the bile from river crust will protect against contraction of the disease. Nor is it true that crushed Morley orchids act as a remedy, though it is speculated that both of these ingredients are used in both Sokolov's elixir and Piero's remedy. Consumption of these products before exposure to the plague constitutes the only known means of resisting the disease. Further, the Abbey of the Everyman warns against superstitious practices. Not only is it ineffective to burn two hagfish and a cat together, inhaling the vapors while chanting the names of the plague dead, but is also considered heresy by the overseers and will be met with the full measure of the Abbey's laws. Tell your neighbors and practice these things yourself. Avoid contact with the infected. Consume your rasher of elixir daily, preferably in the morning, and report anyone suspected of carrying the plague. Everyone must work together to stop the spread of the dreaded contagion. Okay. Is that it? Where's his actual lab? Wasn't there something like... No, I guess this is it. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, little is known of Pacotti, credited with the series of pamphlets arguing against the whaling trade. While he is gifted, his views are nonsense and threaten the economic underpinnings of the empire. 1. Enslavement, on the breeding of and husbanding of whales versus hunting the beast in the wild after a natural and free life cycle. Pacotti offers no solutions for where these massive, malevolent creatures might be pastured. 2. Dissolution. Laments on the destruction of social bonds between herd members. Pacotti actually uses the term families. 3. Harmony. Drivel on the aesthetic wonder of what is, in reality, the great and terrible ocean that ever threatens to swallow us. Includes arguments on the gentle nature of the brute, a notion refuted by seamen who returned ashore, wide-eyed with tales of the whale's savagery. 4. Disruption. Here Pacotti is on his weakest footing, issuing up feverish warnings against the displacement or transference of natural beasts from their native environments. Interesting thing to read on the toilet. Is there anything in there? No. For over a year, I've studied this cursed plague, collecting and dissecting rats by the thousands. Given their rapid gestation and maturation cycle, it's been possible to breed them for numerous generations. The rodents themselves seem immune to the plague, but they pass it readily between members of their own species, perhaps through mites. The blood of the rats tells its own story, allowing me to gauge the number of generations that a given group of rats have lived with the plague. As such, a nagging question remains. The rats collected in the poorest parts of town, in the slums, exhibit the oldest strains of the plague, while those found near the docks, where the foreign plague-bearing rats would presumably have entered our city, exhibit a younger strain of the plague. Could this mean that the rats were transported to the slums in some way that's not obvious? I will continue my research. If nothing else, I'm living proof that Sokolov's elixir and Pierre's remedy are very effective at protecting against the plague if one consumes enough of the stuff. Okay, yeah. That's what I thought I was missing. Yeah, let's go to the boulevard. I don't know if whales are demigods, but they're certainly not regular. Okay.
What have you done to me?
Well, they killed you. And then they, did whatever this is. Also. Oh, whoops. I can't reach them.
My father had golden hair. My mother hair like ash.
When a motorized carriage or
That's
stilt
not what
walker
we heard.
approaches on
Just
state
cold.
business,
Are you sure?
be advised
Because you know
that
we
such
have to check
vehicles
you.
will not slow
And
or
there's an
stop to
inspection
avoid
fee.
citizens
To the void
obstructing
with
the
Bond
way.
Street and to the void with you. Let me out. Oh, you don't want to talk to us like that. Somebody get over here!
Oh!
This city is built on the bones of the great
Oh.
ones.
No one kills one of us.
I forgot they could do that. Resume from last save. How far back is my last save? You've done that flame trick? Cool. Okay, it's after I left the... Ooh.
Attention, Dunwall citizens. John Clavering Boulevard has been designated a restricted travel area.
Fine.
Are liable to search
That's
or
not what we heard. Anyone there?
Yeah, dude. Hey, man.
I owe you, brother. I want to ask about the mask. I wouldn't want my face seen either, pulling a stunt like that. You know what? I'll return the favor. Come by Griff's shop. That's my business. Well, it was, at one time, but now I'm reduced to scavenging things from here and there as the city dies. If you need anything, I wouldn't mind trading for a little money. Maybe someday the plague will blow over and everything will go back to normal. But until then, it's scavenging for me.
Alright. Bone charms, a sailor's blessing, they say. The carving itself is a practice from long back, passed from father to son, old man Salt to Greenhorn still getting his sea legs beneath him. In the old times, men cut into the tusks of ice seals and into the arm-long fangs of bears that roamed the isles north of Tivia. Once the whale trade began, the practitioners went to engraving the bones of those great beasts, rendering charms that sing in the night and grant some small boon to a man's vigor or defense against pregnancy. Oh. My bone condom.
What have they done to me?
Don't worry about it.
Garbage, 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 garbage. All of it. I told you the knives go on the left. They've always gone on the left. You never listen.
I'm just gonna... That's Granny Rags, by the way. Just gonna sneak through that.
Be careful, Corvo. They call her Granny Rags. You wouldn't recognize her real name, or even the name of her family, but an emperor begged for her hand once, and rich young men fought each other for her favor. I watched her consider them all, measure their worth, and find them wanting. Then, she made a different choice. You're on your way to face the High Overseer, the leader of a great cult dedicated to loathing me. What will you do, I wonder?
Kill.
I think the little birdies are sad.
I don't know if I want to do the distillery. I kind of just want to kill. Yeah, there's not a... Oh, okay. Alright. Where am I fucking going? I'm continuing this way. Wrong button.
Well, is it on?
What's it look like? Blow off, hey, bro. Go on. Toss the damn rat already.
Oh. There we go. Yeah, I prefer to not mess with the walls of light simply because they notice when they're gone. So, come, dude, Jesus. Come on. Alright. Yeah, there is something about this area. Oh! Oh, wait, what the fuck are they fighting? Alright. I guess I'll just... go over here while none of them are looking. We found this strange ruin on the woman who used to sell pastries up the street. Not sure how she died, but since the thing looks superstitious, we set it aside for the overseers. After your shift is over, take it to them for disposal or whatever they do with them. Don't forget.
Look out. We got a problem.
What do you mean? No, you don't. Oh. Okay.
Up the alarm. To arms. You're going down.
Fire? Just the three of you? Alright. Goodbye.
It's me, Overseer Martin.
Yeah, I know.
What a sight you are in that mask. I know who you are. Feels good to stand up straight. Thank you, Corvo. What you're here to do tonight is of the highest importance. We've got to find Emily, so kill Campbell and make it quick. Once it's done, search his body for the journal, his notorious black book, and get out of there. Campbell is meeting with a guard named Kernow, and word from my informant is that Campbell is going to poison him. Maybe you can use that to your advantage. All right, I won't be of any help here, so I'll make my own way back to the Hound Pits pub. If I see Samuel the boatman, I'll tell him to pick you up in the backyard, behind the office of the High Overseer. May all the spirits guide you, and may our enemy's head hit the floor without you taking a scratch.
It's me. Yeah, I'm kind of unsure if I want to save Kernow because I know that doing so causes
I was reading in the archive about the heretic's brand. It sounds familiar. Have you ever seen the ritual?
I've never seen the heretic.
he makes security like more advanced and tighter going on later in the game, and I don't really want that. You know?
What were his crimes?
Who can say? The brand is reserved for an overseer, or even the high overseer himself, who violates our codes and must be cast out permanently. Remember the 7 strictures, and you never need worry about such matters.
I will, brother.
Should we gather for whiskey and cigars tonight? Chances are very good.
There are many pathways. Oh, like this one. Hello.
Last night, 6 hours. Searched the place top to bottom. Had nothing to eat but the swill we hand out free. Of course we didn't find anything.
Did I ever tell you, one time one of the second floor shutters got open, and I thought I could slip out? I couldn't find a way down, and by the time I got back, it had snapped shut. I spent the rest of lockdown out on a ledge.
Maybe the outsider was watching.
Right. Hey, dude. I'm just gonna put you in there. Yeah, we're not branding him this time. We're just gonna kill him.
Once they are brought here, they never leave. The overseers always find the guilt they seek.
Oh.
Where have the overseers gone? They wade through chest-high waters with their hounds.
Oh shit. It's right there.
She'll be found. My men are searching district by district.
Yeah, I'm... Sorry, Callista, I'm not saving your uncle.
Servants must have been in here. Let me see. It seems I have the wrong one. Not that one. No. Ah, here we are. Now if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained in the meantime.
I don't understand how this got so unpleasant.
Oh, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Will you have wine? It's a Tivian red.
Thank you.
Now, to business. What would you say happened last night?
To be honest, I'm not even sure.
Oh, I could have poisoned both of the glasses.
Maybe a little too much ale.
Oh.
One harmless prank with a runaway chicken, and 10 minutes later, Trevor's Alley is a sea of blood and teeth.
I almost wish I'd been there.
Tivian, you say? Bit dry.
Now, I know you'll agree that we can't allow word of overseers behaving this way to reach the populace.
You can't seriously expect me to... Campbell, this wine's rather strong.
Is it? You're not a lightweight, are you?
Aw, okay. I saved Scum. It's okay. You know, that probably saved right as I killed him. No, it saved here. Wonderful. Alright. Close this.
Callista, isn't it? I'm very concerned about her.
She'll be found. My memory.
Alright. Both you bitches get poisoned. And that's just gonna happen. Oh. No, it doesn't. Oops. I may be stupid. I may be stupid and get stuck in the door. Okay. Combine my glasses. Alright.
Callista's a resourceful one. Probably found a safe place to hole up in all this chaos.
If my overseers hear any word, I'll come straight to you. Time for drinks.
Alright. I guess I'll see what happens. I was gonna just abscond and find that other thing, but April is live and I kinda want to get this level done.
That one.
This is not a completionist run.
Ah, here we are. Now if you'll join me. Men will come get you when we're finished. Keep each other entertained in the meantime.
I don't understand how this got so unpleasant.
Oh, I agree. A whore dies and suddenly this. Will you have wine? It's a Tivian Red.
Thank you.
Now, to business. What would you say happened last night?
To be honest, I'm not even sure. My men, your overseers, a few whores, maybe a little too much ale. One harmless prank with a runaway chicken, and 10 minutes later, Trevor's Alley is a sea of blood and teeth.
I almost wish I'd been there.
Tivian, you say? Bit dry.
Now, I know you'll agree that we can't allow word of overseers behaving this way to reach the populace.
You can't seriously expect me to... Campbell, this wine's rather strong.
Is it? You're not a lightweight, are you?
I can't feel my hands.
Really? Can you feel yourself dying, you ridiculous parasite?
What did you say? Campbell.
Too long. We should go in and tell Kurnow there's important business. Get him out of Campbell's clutches.
Boredom won't kill our captain. We can wait a bit longer.
I've had enough waiting. I'm going in. I'll find you.
I know you're somewhere around here.
Nice. Won't stay hidden for long. Oh, I'll find you.
Rat, damn you!
Please, she's my sister. She's not a witch. I know her. Out of the way. You expect preference.
Someone get over here!
You appeared as if from nowhere. We would both be dead if not for you.
We are forever in your debt. I cannot thank you enough.
I must get my sister to safety. But first, I may know of a way to thank you. There's a safe in the bunkhouse. The combination is 203. Take what you want, and good luck.
That might be worth checking out.
Someone get over here! I'll read sight. Burn!
keep me. I need to just make you listen to me drink water. I muted to drink water and then didn't unmute. You'd think it would be easy to realize you're muted when the whole thing glows red when it's muted. Anyway, this isn't what I was looking for. Please, please. Can I have Jane? Thank you. I am staying hydrated. Look up. Okay, so this wasn't the bunkhouse. I guess we're gonna break some glass. I don't want to use the Overseer music box. If you plan to strap explosives to my precious hounds and make living bombs out of them, you can count me out of your plan. Oh, that's so evil, I say, knowing I'm killing the dogs. It is said that we should not sully our hands when combating the forces of the void. My studies have been deemed heretical by my brothers, but the rewards have been invaluable. I have harnessed the same energies employed by the outsider and his accursed followers while avoiding their corruption. I would prescribe a twofold method in this text. Indirection. As the unwholesome powers of the outsider use living flesh as a conduit, we can avoid being tainted by using the flesh of others instead. Containment. By using channels and barriers, we can focus these void energies into a raw state, shielding them from the perverse perspectives of the outsider. Alright, sure. Campbell. We initially thought it a great find when we came across some of the crossbows that the assassin has been using to harry our patrols. The models we found, however, have proven lacking. Dodd's men have greater accuracy and range, and I swear theirs reload faster. I'm recommending that we stick with pistols and sabers and count this a lesson in where our strengths lie. Oh, bunkhouse. Okay.
Huh?
Oops. Oh. Alright. Oh. Stop shooting at me. Oh, no. Nothing. I don't have time to read these. I closed this door. Okay. 203, I believe it was. Yup. Damn, maybe I do have like a function.
Very sick.
Oh.
That much I'm...
Oh. Jeez. Why did that take you so many to die? No, I should... Who? Oh. Dog. Oh. Okay. People just like come out of nowhere. Where's my strange door valve? I don't remember where this goes. I probably should have read the... Oh. Dogs. Too many dogs. I'm just gonna go hang out with Samuel, I think.
Is that you?
Yeah, man. Hey, check this out.
From the way I hear it, Campbell lived a pretty posh life. Maybe it's not my place to say, but men of the faith shouldn't live like barons. Are you ready to go?
Yup.
Okay, let's go.
All right. First full mission done. And I only died twice. Or once. I can't remember. Martin is on his way to join the Loyalists, and Campbell's fate has thrown the Overseers into disarray. Decoding the High Overseer's journal may reveal any number of strategic secrets, most notably the location of the rightful heir to the throne, Emily Caldwin. Alright.
Admiral Havelock and Lord Pendleton are in the courtyard. I expect they'll want to congratulate you.
Alright, once we do these couple cutscenes, I think we're gonna go right out to April.
My uncle's been killed, hasn't he? I know he never came back from the meeting with High Overseer Campbell. I don't know why I expected anything else.
Sorry, girl, he's gonna make my job harder later if I let him live.
They're all clear. If this is going to work, we have to take down the Lord Regent and all of his key allies. You know that.
Yes. Hopefully the High Overseer is the first step along that path.
And we must find the girl, Emily. Poor thing. Who knows what her mind is like, being there when her mother was killed.
I'd imagine the daughter of an empress is tougher than you think.
She's 10.
Quite right.
No,
In any case, we won't
quite
get the
wrong.
Lord
She's
Regent
still 10.
until we weaken his base. All the pieces are in play. He controls the City Watch. Through Campbell, he had the religious faction. Someone is funding the military. And he currently has a majority in Parliament.
Yes, I'm aware of that. My brothers control the voting bloc for my family. I'm very much aware of that.
You did it! Somehow you took down the High Overseer Campbell against the odds. I knew you were our man, Corvo.
Thanks for being here,
We'll
Pio.
hurt the Lord Regent immeasurably. And with Martin back, we'll have the finest strategist alive.
The Lord Regent must be shitting himself in Dunwall Tower.
Yes, and Campbell's journal, let's not forget. Our hope is that in these encoded pages, the location and condition of Emily Caldwin can be discovered. Our entire movement will mean nothing if we can't place the rightful heir on the throne. We must act fast. No doubt the Lord Regent is holding Emily somewhere, waiting to reveal her, to step out as the hero and further cement his regency.
If he doesn't bring the young lady forth soon, there will be infighting among the nobles as to who should succeed the Empress.
Yes, time is against us. But now you should take a well-earned rest, Corvo. We will decipher the contents of the High Overseer's journal and share them with you later.
Admiral, I feel like you shouldn't be practicing like
Whiskey
that
everywhere in this place, but good wine is hard to come by.
when we are like actively low on supplies and like everything, you know? All right. Well, what's that? Hold on. Actually, oh, or hello. Actually, we're gonna save game. And we are going to raid out to our fun rapid April. Once I figure out how to correctly do that, raid a channel. There we go. There she is. Start raid. Alright, I'll see you guys some other day with possibly more Dishonored. Goodbye.